So my new podcast is called Be Gay,
It's called No
Solve
Gods, No
Crimes.
Mares.
It's called. It's not called that, although it has a similar cadence. It's called Be Gay, Solve Crimes. You can find it at begaysolvecrimes.com. It's me, Mia Mulder, and Lucy from Scotland. We are all trans women. We talk about why detective as a kind of fictional character has a bit of like gender to it. The first mainline episode is already out. That's about a weird 1940s Sherlock Holmes adaptation. The first bonus episode will probably be out by the time you hear this, and that's going to be about Disco Elysium. So subscribe to that.
November, it's very interesting because you can't stop doing new podcasts with two other trans women.
That's true. That
which
is
I'm saying up
absolutely
top
true.
because the last couple episodes we haven't been doing the bit, and Riley seems to be upset about it.
Yeah.
He seems to be. I saw him and he was itching his arm and like being like, "Where's the bit? I need the bit."
Riley, why are you wearing a black hoodie with red text that says "boy" on it? Like, what's up with that? Why you don't need to have the hood up as well. It's like really like warm as well. Like you don't.
Oh, sorry. I've actually gotten a new job as a NIST standard reference boy.
Yeah, it's not like the best boy. It's just like the most statistically like median boy.
What's interesting, it's like, for a long time, the French Institute of Gender had Le Grand Boy in a wooden cabinet in the basement.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Le Grand Boy. Hello and welcome to another episode of No Gods, No Mares, the show where we three talk about Adonai's least loved children, the lowly and despicable municipal personage that we call the mayor.
Oh,
We're talking about every mayor in order. And the Meritaculous, whose will we three divine, me, my beautiful co-mayors, November Kelly and Riley Quinn.
Hello.
This is a great opening. Lightning the bottle. I'm going to do my best to disrupt it. You should buy Simplicity. It's a good book. Yeah.
we try to divine the will of the Meritaculous in a variety of ways, and that determines the sacred order. This week, I am the head priestess of the earthly church of the mayor, and the Meritaculous has sent me a listener who sends me this one. Pemberton, New Jersey mayor.
Ooh, 3,500 years ago, you would have been a beautiful, revered priestess. You still are, but you would have been as well.
I would have been as well. I would have been in every junction in history, except for most of the 1500s, where they would have thrown me down a well for being Jewish or trans or having bad eyesight. So I would have been trampled by an oryx that I didn't see.
I love the idea that if you had like sort of fighter pilot good vision, you would have been fine though amidst all of that stuff because you would have been able to like see him coming.
I would have been able to see the oryx coming that the Cossacks sent after me.
You're living in like, really like flat sort of plains land, and you see the mob assembling like on the horizon, and you're just like, I'm going to start leaving at like a walking pace. Me
and all the other Indo-Aryans are sitting around thinking of new ways to say the word wheel.
Surely you would be responsible for a series of stones carved with hieroglyphs called you'll
get there.
Amun Ra, no Hatia.
So it's like a consonant cluster that's like DLBT, and no one knows what that means, but there's an identifiable kind of curlicue like motif protruding from the neck of all of these figures.
Yeah. This week we are talking about Pemberton, New Jersey Mayor Jack Tomkins, who is rapidly developing into a Mattie special, which is a grubby little motherfucking freak who I hate.
I love that the Meritaculous has given us niches.
Yeah. That's yeah. But before
historical, weird, Portuguese.
Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
I was going to say, but they were deceived when a fourth kind of mayor was creative. So before we begin the municipal call to prayer, we have a little tradition around here that we call the municipal roundup.
Yeah,
etc. Okay.
Yeah, but it's over like a PA system coming from a minaret.
Yeah. I have two, and then we can kick it to Riley. So first, I'm going to start with two quick ones. I'm going to do something I'm calling blind item corner. So be careful. There's an oryx coming around.
Sam,
can we get some corner music?
The sound of a stampede, blindly stampeding.
Thank you.
So we all remember last week, it was on a premium episode. So if you didn't hear it,
subscribe to the Patreon.
Curtis Sliwa had a blog post where he talked about his journey into being a techno guy and loving the chain smokers in particular. And an anonymous listener has sent this in to me. And I'm just going to read this into the record. In a bizarre coincidence, I recently ran into Alex, one of the chain smokers. And I asked him how he feels about Sliwa being a big fan. And his response was just a big smile and saying that he shouldn't really talk politics, but I may or may not have an autographed red beret prominently displayed in my home.
Oh my God.
So they have the blessing of Sliwa.
The Chainsmokers are honorary guardian angels.
Yes. So I want everyone in the world to think about that and have that in their brain.
I've been thinking about the Chainsmokers a lot recently because on Trash Future, we talked about how the Chainsmokers are invested in the same like teen financializing app as Mr. Beast.
So are you saying the Chainsmokers are VCs?
Yes, legitimately, yes. The Chainsmokers are investing in fintech startups.
It blows.
So I want to ask them about that as much as I want to ask them about Curtis Sliwa. Basically, I'm sort of like fascinated now by the Chainsmokers.
Yeah,
we need to have a wide-ranging, undefined, go where it goes Hunter S. Thompson interview with the Chainsmokers.
Yes.
Why do you like Curtis Sliwa? What else are you invested in? Why don't you make music anymore?
I think we need some kind of like public inquiry into the Chainsmokers. Yeah,
a royal commission.
Yeah, the Ryle Commission is what I call your interview show.
Yeah,
the Riles Commission.
My goodness.
Launching another Patreon.
Yeah.
No, please, no.
No. No more. I have one more quick one, maybe quick to talk about, which is you can stop emailing me.
They won't do that.
If you're a listener to this show.
They will not do that.
We have about Mayor Wesley Dingus. We've heard about Wesley Dingus. We've seen that there is a mayor named Wesley Dingus, and 2, that he was accused of sniffing a teen girl relative's underwear, and we have seen that he has stepped down with a weird handwritten legislation letter. And I know that he says that his name is Wesley Dingus. We know about this.
Yes.
We know about Wesley Dingus. We've seen Wesley Dingus. We've determined we don't want to talk about this guy who sniffs underwear.
We had a legit like crisis call about this on the basis of how do we tackle the fact that a guy with an unambiguously funny name who is a mayor and therefore
once again is named Wesley Dingus
in our bailiwick, it has been arrested for a genuinely disgusting crime, right? Like he couldn't, if your name is Mayor Wesley Dingus, I think you have a kind of moral duty to the universe to only get arrested for whimsical crimes. This is not a whimsical crime, Wesley Dingus. You're fucked with the Mayortaculous and you will be found dead in prison because of it, I think.
Yeah.
I mean,
am I allowed to do that? Am I allowed to like threaten the guy with like an abstract force? Like, we're not saying we're going to kill him, but like the Mayortaculous will like take its revenge, you know?
The Mayortaculous will act through people who really don't like chomos.
Yeah,
basically.
Randall Weddle is zeroing in on your location, Wesley Dingus. He's rocketing towards it in a fucking Abrams tank. Yeah. So that's my items. Riley, you said you had an item for the class.
Oh yeah, I have an item. I'm going to be revisiting a mayor o' mine who has recently
Mayor o' mine, my favorite
sweet Mayor o' mine,
my favorite old banjo tune.
We're municipalizing a lot of songs today. Mattie and I are sort of working on Electric Avenue right now.
It's only a matter of time before what we get is No Gods, No Mayors, the musical, you know? And it's only a short drive from that to No Gods, No Mayors on Ice, where we're sort of like skating around the big submerged Pavarotti.
We go on a tour of an ice skating thing and we're bringing our own Pavarotti to place in the center of whatever rink we're in. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, I think so.
Wait, so what you're proposing is essentially a sort of municipal version of Starlight Express.
I think so.
I think it's a pretty interesting idea.
That is pretty good.
Mayor Light Express.
Mayor Light Express.
Okay, copyright.
First
of all.
TM.
Yeah, can't steal it.
Do not. OC, do not steal, Riley.
So.
So.
Mayor Ken Sim, Mayor of Vancouver. Still Mayor of Vancouver. Still basically doing the will of the Lululemon guy.
Yes.
Yeah, Chip. So what has Mayor Ken Sim done that has gotten him, let's say, in hot water? I wouldn't say he's embattled, but he's definitely in hot water. This is from CBC. It has, which is no longer just displaying, it's no longer like completely blacked out because we lost the hockey to America. They are posting news articles again. It has emerged that Vancouver Mayor Ken Sim accused a political opponent of distributing illegal drugs entirely without evidence.
Oh, the Keir Starmer gambit.
Yeah.
But Keir Starmer just said, like Zach Polanski and the Greens support the legalization of illegal drugs. Here's what Ken Sim said. I have the quote. We have this counselor, Sean Orr, just this Christmas, and he was handing out illegal drugs on Christmas Day to people on the streets. So if you like getting free illegal drugs, you probably don't like me or my party because we fight against that.
Jesus, you don't have to campaign for the guy that hard.
Yeah, what if I do like free illegal drugs is the thing.
Sounds wonderful.
Don't vote Ken Sim, I suppose.
Ken Sim, you've lost my vote, sir.
Yeah. And like the weird, and so he's like, hey, I support harm reduction, but I'm not going around on Christmas Day giving heroin to kids.
Yeah. A thing that people do for sure.
When they go low, we get high.
In his statement,
pretty good.
A statement, the party said, his party, because like Vancouver's all like wacky local only parties.
It's called Ken's
his party, COPE, COPE.
No.
Yeah, this is the good guy party. The good guy party.
It's called COPE and C. It stands for
cannabis offered potentially everywhere.
There it is. There it is. There's the kill shot.
Crack often. PCP every time.
All right.
Wow.
I just saw the Mark Wahlberg chud action movie Shooter last night, and that's why I'm logged in as much as I am. Not for work or anything, just for fun.
Just locked in generally.
Yeah.
On Christmas Day, the party said, Sean Orr was visiting his family for holidays on the Sunshine Coast. He wasn't even here. What I think is very funny is all the specifics of the Ken Sim claim. It's like, on Christmas Day, Sean Orr was handing out illegal drugs.
Dressed in a Santa outfit like the start of the French Connection. just like handing out crack pipes.
You know the climax of the French Connection where they all shoot each other?
Yeah.
That building is now gone and it's where I play gay softball.
Oh, shit, that rules.
Isn't that crazy?
I love gentrification.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, this is Ken Sim.
Well, it's not a weird little island.
Just, having a little fun with the truth.
That's tremendous.
Maybe he like saw a Santa handing out crack pipes that he mistook, for this guy Orr, and was like, that looks a lot like this counselor in a Santa costume. Maybe it's just an honest mistake.
Yeah. And November, that's an incredible segue because I've got a guy for us today who looks like Santa Claus.
Oh, that's so good.
It's awesome. Okay.
So those are some beautiful items, girls. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Wondrous to behold these items. Okay, girls, grab your Czechoslovakian interior decorators because it is time to head to the Pine Barrens of New Jersey.
Okay.
So we are talking about Pemberton, New Jersey, population like 26,000.
Mm-hmm.
So from 2008 to 2024, Pemberton's mayor was the same Democrat, but the name of David Patriarca. I can't find too much information on this guy, Jack, we're talking about today, his life pre-mayoralty, only that he was he was once a council member in Pemberton. He was an Air Force veteran, and he worked for a communications company for like a decade in the town, working with the fire and police departments on their electronic communication systems. And that's it.
Yeah.
So this guy Tompkins, Jack Tomkins, he gets onto the Pemberton Council in 2015 when he's elected to fill in for a councilor that left the body, which is a very solidly Democratic council. But he is a Republican.
I get the sense that this is not a sort of like based on the sort of 20-year mayor literally named Patriarcha. This is not a kind of like fast-moving civic politics being out in the Pine Barrens, built primarily on the backs of mob snitches, like Venice is built on logs.
Yeah, it was formerly the kind of town that rich Philadelphians would go on vacation in the woods.
Okay.
But now it is just a lot of the political milieu in which he comes to power and rises is that the town has nothing going on for it. It's not even near an interstate.
Just like the signs, just like, guess what? There's more New Jersey.
Yeah, the only thing that's happening there is that warehouses are being built to store things. Just big storage warehouses.
Mob snitches. Czechoslovakian interior decorators.
That's right.
This is going to be a difficult one for me because my only reference point is the Sopranos episode.
Yeah, of the Pine Barrens. Yeah, there's the whole time. I just want you to.
We can add one thing, which is guys incompetently trying to kill mob snitches.
Yeah. Well, okay. So just for the record, the guy in the episode is not a snitch. He's someone that owes them money, and then Paulie just starts to kill him.
Oh, it looks dismal out here. Yeah, this doesn't look good at all.
Yeah, it's called literally the Pine Barrens, November.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense.
It's not called the Pine Supples.
Excuse me, the Pine Supples?
Supple Pine Senior Exercise Center.
I don't know. I was trying to think of a good word. I'm trying to juggle a lot of balls right now. I'm trying to host the episode.
The palm. It's not called the Pine Arables. It's not called the Pine Fruitfuls.
It's the Pine Red Clay area. Whatever. So don't kill myself. So okay. So he gets elected. He gets put on the city council in 2015. He fills in for a counselor that's leaving the body. It's like 4-1 Democrat. He's the only Republican. He loses re-election to keep the seat for the full term in 2016. This guy Tompkins is like, I'm running against Patriarcha again in 2018 for mayor. And he loses by just 700 votes. Mm-hmm. So in 2022, he tries it again, this time with a whole slate of Republicans, 2 other guys who want to like get on the town council and start transforming the town Republican.
We are the 3 Republicans.
We are the 3 Republicans trying to turn this like, it's like a 5-person body for the council, 1-person mayor. And we want to get 3 Republicans in, for balance of power.
1-person mayor as usual, unless you're Tiffany Henyard, in which case it's more of a sort of like a 1-person city.
That's exactly. So I did a lot of reading on a local news website called the Pine Barrens Tribune.
Local news websites are, in my opinion, one of the biggest treats of all time.
They're very good. I got a lot of links to the Pine Barren Council in the show notes and the Pine Barren Tribune, and the web design is like astonishing.
Ooh, okay.
And the writing quality is just outstanding. But there's a lot of like really detailed nitty gritty reporting on like city council meetings, which I really appreciate. So shout out to the Pine Barrens Tribune. But he told the Pine Barrens Tribune that he wants to turn momentum in the town away from the blue wave of 2018. He wants to get elected, and he wants to oust all these other Democrats to revitalize the commercial district due to all they got is warehouses. And he goes, I don't have a crystal ball, but if I had to guess, I would say this election is going to be really close. And Tompkins believed that the supervisory skills he cultivated with it while in the military would help him out here. The guy he's running with is just like, oh, the town is dead. There was a time when this town boasted 4 auto dealerships.
Wow. Okay. Sorry.
I
don't mean to just look down my nose at this place, but we're talking about somewhere so in the middle of nowhere that the death of local journalism hasn't even got there yet.
There used to be auto lots here, my child, as far as the eye can see.
I was sort of going to ask, right? 2018, is this guy like MAGA? How's he sort of like in the sort of chud axis? But like this may be far enough back that he's like, we are going to defeat Adlai Stevenson.
We will. He is.
Someone should shoot that Jack Kennedy.
Yeah. He's still mad about Bushisms. People being impolite about Bushism.
I will say for this that he is not specifically a MAGA chud, but this guy is a chud, and he's clearly MAGA-fied, even though it almost never comes up.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes, there used to be 4 auto dealerships, a bakery, and a butcher shop, and he goes, now there are none. You've got a Dunkin' Donuts, but that's not a bakery. Which is true.
Oh, so true.
The Dunkin' Donuts that fucking Saul Goodman is managing on the run.
It's a Cinnabon thing.
How do we? I know, but how do you think this town would react if we and our pronouns showed up there?
Me and my pronouns?
Yeah, or any of us and our pronouns, which are all she, her.
Which are all she, her, by the way. Of course, Riley just laid down and like someone who just got their fix. Yeah, she looks so blissed out. I don't want to wake her up. So, and he goes, if we get elected November 8th, this town's going to be open for business. My favorite phrase in local politics.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Finally, so are they going to run the town using insights from the private sector?
Yeah,
are they going to run it like a business?
They're going to run it like a business. It's going to be open for business. They're going to get rid of all the annoying regulations, Riley. All of them.
Oh, finally.
Buc-ee's was looking in the wrong place with Gland, right? Buc-ee's could own this town. Buc-ee's could turn this into a kind of like inner New Jersey green zone.
Yeah. Well, they seem to be really want to get the mom and pops back, which is interesting. They're mad that it's all warehouses and Dunkin' Donuts.
It is an older kind of conservatism.
It is an older kind of conservatism, but they are all like Uncle-fied Facebook guys. Yeah. And we'll get to why. So he...
Sorry, can we add one letter to Uncle-fied and refer to it as Uncle Fried?
He's Uncle Fried. He's been fried in this sort of Uncle Vat online.
Getting my Uncle Fried Dunkachino.
Yeah. So this guy Tompkins, he was involved locally with like the Disabled American Veterans Organization. He was like a member of like a local improvement association. He like worked in like community cleanup stuff and was even Santa Claus in a couple free photo sessions for neighborhood kids. And he's
giving out those drugs.
He's giving out drugs to Ken Sims.
Drugs to kids.
And he has a very Santa Claus-like look, but Santa Claus with a ponytail. He looks a little bit like Tracy Letts playing Biff Whiff.
Uh-huh.
You know? So, okay. So in 2022, it actually works and he wins by 500 votes, which is an even slimmer margin than what he lost by in 2018. His two boys win as well. So the town council is now 3 Democrat, 2 Republican. And it's the first Republican mayor in a very long time.
Red wave in the Pine Barrens.
Red wave in the Pine Barrens. So, you know, the town now is open for business, right? I'd say that it is open for embattlement.
Interesting.
Because this guy is.
Now I've scrolled down just a little bit, just a scooch more, and what I've done is I've instantly received 2d12 psychic damage from the photograph, the beautiful sort of profile portrait of I assume Jack Tomkins.
That's him. There he is. He's the mayor of the town.
He looks like the kind of the MAGA hippie, if you follow me. Like,
he's got a very low pony.
He's got a low pony. He's got like a baseball cap, which has. I think there's something that happens to you when you like, I guess from like Agent Orange exposure or like Gulf War syndrome or whatever, when you're an old enough veteran, where you just start putting things on a hat, just kind of at random. So he's got the big like U.S. Air Force retired sort of patch sewn on the front. Then he's got a yellow ribbon, another piece of insignia I can't recognize, and a U.S. Air Force technical sergeant, like rank chevrons on the side. It's just he's got a lot of flair going on.
Yeah,
is the thing.
This is one festooned man.
He's he's pretty festooned. With Hazarai.
And so like if you put this guy in like Colorado, if you put this guy in Glant country, I'm like, that's the guy who like grows his own weed, right?
Yeah, but in New Jersey, this is not that guy.
No.
I just once I want to see one of these guys with a high pony. I think it'd be really funny.
Yeah, I think so. Or maybe like an undercut or something.
Yeah, I was going to say undercut or like a wolf cut, you know?
Giving the lesbian haircuts to the like older veterans. You actually run a 501c3 that gives older veterans lesbian haircuts. They don't love it generally. Some of them really do, but most of them don't. Like we are giving a like 20-year retired senior chief a side shave, and he hates it. He's trying to kill me. He can't do it. He can't get out of the chair. He's too weak. I'm just going in there. I'm like shaving a little design in there. It's like he hates it.
Right. Shags for vets, I call it. So
a salute to America's veterans, I guess.
Okay.
I gotta say this though. This guy does not have to work too hard to play Santa Claus. Because the other thing about the low pony is that it is white, as is all of his hair.
Yes.
So he's not doing a lot for the sort of Santa Claus thing.
He seems to go back and forth a lot on whether or not he has a beard. So
it's called shaving, isn't it? It's something that cis people do instead of electrolysis.
I don't remember. It's been so long. But no, like he seems to he will be pictured kind of at random with a beard or without a beard, and it's a big beard, so which means he grows it fast. So but him without a beard is like shocking.
Maybe he's like sticking it on every day.
Yeah, he's got a woolly willy sort of thing happening. So he takes office in January 2023 and immediately gets to work harassing women employees of the town.
This guy? What?
Yeah, the director of Parks and Recreation, who is a woman named Nicole Pittman. She's been working for the town for 17 years. She swore in a complaint filed in November of 2023 that Mayor Tompkins in January visited the senior center. He stated he startled her by allegedly telling residents that she was just given a pink slip, and then his firing threats continued regularly. In and around February of 2023, Tompkins allegedly made a habit of stopping by Pittman's desk unannounced multiple times a day for the sole purpose of saying, "No pink slip for you today, but there is always tomorrow."
That's how you want to motivate your employees, of course, by saying, "Hey, don't plan.
Don't plan.
Do not
multiple times a day doing the like Dread Pirate Roberts technique."
Yeah. Finally, the student states Tompkins made good on the threat in July 13th of 2023. The letter told Pittman she was fired as director and demoted her to civil service position as recreation coordinator with a reduction in salary.
Why?
The alleged basis for the firing was an argument the two had on July 8th at the Township Water Carnival.
Excuse me?
Yeah. It came days after she filed a complaint with the township administrator against the mayor. So she kept her job, though, because the council, at a unanimous vote, canceled her firing, including his two boys, you know?
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Water Carnival?
Yeah. So there's, I got it later in the notes, but if you want to scroll.
We'll do it later.
We'll talk about it, but it does seem to be, I mean, we talk about it now. If you scroll down, I've got a flyer for the 2023 Water Carnival in the notes.
Okay.
July 8th, 2023. The rain date is July 9th at Mirror Lake Beach. It appears to be join us on the water, decorate your kayak, canoe, or pontoon. Thank you, sponsors.
They've got Polynesian and Hawaiian dancers.
Yeah, I don't know.
The Pine Barrens of New Jersey seems like a strange place.
Yeah.
The Polynesian and Hawaiian dance troupe, if I was in the Pine Barrens of New Jersey, even in the summer, would kind of make me feel, it would accentuate the fact that I live in a place called the Barrens.
The good news is that they are sponsored by J.W. Jenkins and Sons Well Drilling.
That is true.
It's time those guys gave back.
They've been giving me back all this dirt they find in the ground.
Sorry, find? Instead of saying I'm digging a hole,
they're drilling.
I found so much dirt. I found an entire hole's worth of dirt while digging this well.
Yeah, I'm a dirt finder.
I've had a really long week. So
yeah, but that's great because it means that you say stuff like this dirt they found.
I also want to draw attention to the Great Seal of Pemberton Township up here, which is like
acorn?
a kind of depressed bog tree.
It's a pine. It's a pine cone.
It's a pine cone hanging off like a dying pine tree. That's
Do you guys have pines in England?
Yeah, but like they don't usually look this depressed.
Yeah, the pine cone is clearly hanging off of a tree that's not well, I think.
They got to get their well drilled. It's not well.
Gotta find some dirt and put a well in.
Dirt and rub it on. So she was fired. They got an argument at the 2023 Water Carnival, and he fires her. Her firing gets canceled by the town council unanimously.
Just like you cannot build the Santa Claus kayak. And he's like, you're fired.
Yeah. So in December of 2023, Tompkins then allegedly to punish Pittman cancels the town Christmas carnival, something near and dear to her heart.
It's a town of a lot of carnivals.
They got a lot of. They seem to have two big events every year, and it's the Christmas carnival and the Water Carnival. And this guy keeps fucking with both of them. So the Christmas in the Village Carnival.
Okay. Christmas in the Village Carnival. Can I love that the Christmas in the Village Carnival represents the duality of man with the pictures you can get.
Yeah.
Because you can, beside each other in two different columns, they are available pictures with Santa.
I just noticed.
And there are also available pictures with the Grinch.
Yeah, it's like how like since Disney bought Star Wars, all of the Star Wars stuff at Disneyland is like, yeah, you know, the Empire and the Rebels, two kind of like aesthetic choices that are basically equally cool, right? Like,
I'm also very curious to what the candy cane hike was.
You get,
but we'll never know because
hiking with two big candy canes as poles.
That's very German. So he cancels Christmas
in somewhere called White's Bog Historic Village as well, which is
the confusing thing about New Jersey is every time we're talking about a town government is that they're going to call the town 75 different things because the way that like New Jersey borough versus township versus city versus whatever is insane and inscrutable, and New Jersey has it has like the most towns per square mile of anywhere in the world.
Yeah,
it's like
I'm not super up on the kind of jurisdiction of this swamp that we're in.
Yeah, so it's not a swamp, it's a forest, please.
It's a partially sunk, it's a drowned forest. It's somewhere I would get stuck in like SnowRunner.
Yeah, like, it's a black mana card in Magic for sure. But so you know, he cancels Christmas to get back at this one lady. Her attorney says that he canceled it because it was close to her heart. Not only is it punitive and retaliatory, it is extremely juvenile to basically punish the entire town to get to her.
Sounds like instead of dressing up as Santa Claus, maybe this guy should have been dressing up as the Grinch.
That really makes me think. By April of 2024, we've officially got calls for the mayor to resign.
Oh, that's an uncomfortable photo. He shaved the beards. He shaved the beard, but
he shaved the beard, and it's shocking.
You know what? Looking at the photo of him above this one,
yeah.
If you'd said to me, by the way, this is the mayor's good side, I would have said, come on, probably not.
Yeah.
Much like Curtis Sleewer's beret, I see why he was wearing the hat, because this is our second skulleted mayor. With baldness in the front, party in the back. He's got a kind of like aura of like wispy sort of white hair behind him, like trailing down. This is terrifying.
This is how they canonize people in a religion I really don't want to know anything about, with the halo of wispy hair. But April of 2024, officials in Pemberton Township, New Jersey are calling for the mayor's resignation after 36 employees came forward detailing various allegations, including sexual harassment, retaliatory behavior, and reports of flirting with minors. Go on.
Ugh.
36 employees.
37
and you're the mayor
people.
of a pretty small town. That's probably everyone.
It's a town of 25,000 people.
Yeah, every employee has had this terrifying looking man come up to their desk and sexually harass them.
Yeah, I think so. To correct the record here, Riley, I think it's probably every woman, because he is he's fine to all the men.
Yes,
he's like this guy rolls up to your desk and is like, "What's up, baby? Alopecia Santa wants to fuck."
Oh. So the council president says an investigation led by the township solicitor began about 3 months previous to April 2024.
Sounds like he's the township solicitor, you know? The worst wrestling gimmick ever in the red corner. The township solicitor.
Wait, what's the township solicitor's costume? Just like a briefcase, but it says local on it?
Yeah, and then he opens it and a bunch of like porn falls out. Yeah.
He's wearing a singlet that has a sash built into it. Anyways, we started to see that there isn't just a personality clash here or two. We may have a problem. We'd better look into it, said Council President Paul Detrick.
You know what they say, right? Like there's no 37 different sources of smoke without fire, right? Like
without maybe 12 to 15 fires.
Yeah. Fool me 24 times. Shame on you.
Yeah, the council basically passes a resolution saying resign, bitch, but they don't have the power to remove him from office. You need a recall for that, right? So does he resign? No, of course not.
Well, because the thing is, if he resigned, he would have to go back to like sexually harassing minors just as a private citizen. You know,
it's awful.
Yeah, this is his position as mayor could be considered a force multiplier in that regard.
Yeah. The vote to tell him to resign, by the way, is 5-0, which means his boys again have betrayed him.
Betrayed by your own boys? Merely for sexually harassing every woman?
37 people at the city who all work for the city.
Uh-huh.
I can't imagine more than a couple hundred people work for the city, right?
Just this guy is a kind of like lingering presence over the bog. Like you drive into town, this guy's instantly stuck to your windshield like a weird bug trying to like lick it and get inside.
Yeah, he is the Jersey Devil. That's we found. Yeah. We found it.
He's the fog from the fog. He's just everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a couple days after the vote, he skips a couple council meetings, and then a couple days after the vote, he comes back to one and just votes present and sits there next to one of his running mates, and they do not speak to each other.
Oh boy,
that's awkward.
There are a few internet pages I would love to have been able to see.
Yeah.
His Facebook page in April 2024.
I was trying to find his Facebook page and his campaign page, and neither revealed themselves to me.
How many like oblique, sometimes life is just fucked up, don't ask if you don't know, posts do you think that he was making?
I mean, when you think about it this way, maybe canceling Christmas was like, that was also kind of mutually destructive for him because he couldn't then sexually harass people there.
As Santa, yeah. So that's April 2024. In May of 2024, the town council voted 3-2 along party lines to reduce his salary from $13,000 to $4,000 a year.
Wait, so his own boys were like, resign, bitch, but also we don't want you to get a pay cut.
Well, I think they didn't want to cut the salary of the position of the mayor of Pemberton, New Jersey, in case they became the mayor, is my guess. So the same week, the New Jersey governor at the time, Phil Murphy, he demanded that Tompkins resigned.
Okay, but like New Jersey is a place with like actual cities in it, right? Like
It's got a lot.
Yeah, it's got like actual stuff. The governor of New Jersey is like a real politician, and
Yes.
it's very funny that like part of your duties there are like not only do you have to do all of that, but like the kind of creepy mayor of Bogtown demands a response from you, where you're like, I don't think that guy should be mayor of Bogtown. I don't think he should do that anymore.
Yeah. New Jersey, which has, 75,000 mayors in it because of all the towns. So 3 women in Pemberton filed that same week a notice of intention to mount a recall effort. But that needs 4,500 signatures, which is more votes than any person got in the last election. So it might be hard to do. There's a really heated town council meeting where they're debating like what is to be done about this fucking guy. And there's a lot of complaining about his swearing.
That's the worst thing. The worst thing.
Like truly everyone there is like, he's served and that's not the military way. To which Mattie Lubchansky, host of the No Gods, No Mayors podcast, was quoted as saying, calm down.
These are not the values of the United States Air Force. And in fact, to prove this, I'm going to look up the values of the United States Air Force. And I
believe it's carrying around a big buster sword and incinerating children.
Carrying around a big buster sword and just treating women you work with horribly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you know what? All their eyesight is fucking incredible.
That's true. That's 100% true. Nobody's throwing those guys down wells.
Everybody's seeing the Oryx that kills them coming. So a long, hot, and lazy embattled summer passes, but Tompkins won't leave office or even really address the allegations.
It was a long, hot, embattled summer. The summer they recall indicted Jack Tomkins.
Here's the thing: is like he won't give any interviews about anything. He won't make any public statements about anything.
That's probably a wise policy if he swears all the time and keeps sexually harassing people.
Yeah, like this is a story told completely by other people because he doesn't fucking talk.
Oh, like Lashno Krasna Hawkeye.
Yes. So I know, knowing what that is, moving on. I think it's a relatively like normal allusion to a Nobel Prize winning now author. Okay.
Never mind. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I've never read any books. I've only written 3. Mm-hmm. Simplicity Now and Stars. So the over the summer he cancels vindictively again the water carnival.
Mm-hmm. When did this place last have a carnival?
It's been since 2023. There has been.
Do I even mean Lashno Krasna Hawkeye? Who the fuck do I mean?
What's that?
I'm going insane. Did I reference the wrong fucking guy in my "I'm smarter than you" reference? Like what the fuck?
You might have.
I couldn't have done. No. That would be ridiculous.
Play the sniper shot.
No. Fuck. No.
She sniped herself, folks.
Shouldn't have used the sniper rifle that curves back around.
The wanted sniper rifle.
What was the fucking novel? What novel am I thinking of?
I don't know. Do you want us to pause the podcast while you figure it out?
Possibly.
You want to grind everything to a halt while we talk about this for a minute?
Yeah. It was okay.
David Shalai. Fuck, I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh, I've heard of that.
I was trying. Yeah, I was trying to reference the novel Flesh, which is about a guy who is kind of a cipher because he doesn't like really talk.
I've heard of that. I've heard of that one.
Yes, you've heard of that one. Right. Yeah. Thank you. Yes. Uh-huh. Okay. Right.
Hey. I heard a rumor.
Uh-huh.
Did you hear that November from the No Gods No Mayors podcast confused David Salai for Laszlo Krasna-Hawkeye?
I'm like some kind of like anti-Hungarian racist now.
Yeah.
You're erasing Hunnic excellence.
Yeah. Did you hear what November Kelly from the No Gods No Mayors said? She said that the Turk is a superior horseman to the Magyar.
I mean, I did say that, but that was before we started recording.
That's the phrase that we sync on.
The Turk is a greater horseman. Sorry, my main point of reference for Hungarian stuff is the films Johnny Corncob and Son of the White Mare, and most of that is cartoons about who's greater horseman, the Turk or the Magyar.
Mm-hmm. I don't think Flesh really gets into who is the greater horseman of the Turk and the Magyar, but like it does get into, much like Jack Tomkins, the lack of interiority, right? The guy like this, you know?
Okay, I'm now thinking about Son of the White Mare, which everyone should watch. Anyways, good movie. So in August of 2024, he is sued again, this time by the town CFO, Candace Pennewell, who claims that Tompkins committed a series of gender-based offensive remarks while alone with her, as well as in the presence of other employees and residents.
Just kind of kept going when people came in, huh?
Yeah. She says that she is under medical care for emotional stress. the lawsuit states that Tompkins often stopped in the finance office to talk about stuff with her in the first month of the office, but during one visit in June of 2023, the mayor allegedly put a finger to her head and said, "Finger in your hole."
What?
Which I don't even understand, but I know it's that thing where it's like, I know you're sexually harassing me right now, man, but I don't know what you're saying.
There's a kind of real like weirdness to the, like authentically weird in the sense that like so often when I've been sexually harassed, it's been so strange that I don't even like register it as that for a second. It's just like, what?
Yeah, it's really strange. He apparently then told it. Tompkins himself allegedly told a number of employees about the finger remark and that he was embarrassed that he had done it.
But because he sexually harassed her badly? Because he was like, it wasn't clear.
Just kind of like embattling yourself further because everyone else you talk to, you're like, oh man, I just said this fucking weird thing. I don't know why I did that. This is... No, not to excuse like every like man who sexually harasses a woman, right? But like that as a sequence of events is sufficiently weird to me in an old guy that I'm like, has he considered maybe getting like some kind of like neurological examination?
Did you get bonked on the head too many times from the Buster Sword? Have you festooned festooned your hat with too many things and now the weight of it is causing you to have neurological problems?
Yeah, I tried putting on a hat so covered in like veteran flair that I like gave myself blunt force trauma in the back of the head.
The pins don't have backs and they're actually digging into my skull.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm going to part the veil a little bit here. I read ahead slightly, like by one paragraph, to read the put a finger to her head and said, "Finger in your hole." And I've been trying to puzzle that out, what it could possibly mean.
Yeah.
And what I've arrived at is that it seems that Jack Tomkins is engaged in a kind of sexual harassment jabberwocky, where it like it sounds like it. Yeah. It's almost words.
Yeah.
But like, you're like, wait a minute. If you sort of take a step back, it's like, no, this is nonsense.
Yeah. And like, this is not to excuse the man, but he just seems to be trying to do like dirty old man jokes and failing at them weirdly and is weird and off-putting and an asshole to everybody and is abusive.
He should not be mayor. I would take this as a sign that like Mr. Mayor has to go to like assisted living now.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And another incident from the same lawsuit, Penuel said she was with Tompkins when he stopped a mother and her son to ask how they liked a youth camp. The boy said he had liked playing with batons, to which Tompkins allegedly replied that Penuel had, quote, tried to use whips and chains on him.
What?
Which is like similarly baffling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's.
Did he just listen to that Rihanna song? Was it on his mind?
It was on his mind.
Yeah.
This is disturbing in a couple of levels. Like, obviously the surface one, and then also like I don't know that that's a well man. You know?
No. Yeah, they gotta. Yeah. So this is also during the first lawsuit is still in pretrial at this point, and he's got another lawsuit hanging on him, and he hangs on. He doesn't leave office. And here's a headline from January 2025 that is so genuinely insane to parse. I would like one of you to read it.
Sure.
There's a screenshot there.
New provisional Pemberton Township business administrator clashes with mayor at reorganization meeting with top police brass bringing the two to back room. Administrator emerges, takes seat in front row before declaring he was just, quote, fired, end quote.
Just, that's all one headline to one news story, which is, to me.
Honestly, I mean, if that's in the headline, what's in the story?
Yeah. So what happens in 2024, there are council elections and the entire council is now Republican. So the people of the town say, we see our chud mayor and we want more of that, please.
More chuds. We want more chuds. We want more and weirder sexual harassment. We want it to be discomforting, not just in the sense of like itself, but also in the sense where you're like, is that guy like okay as well? Like,
everyone's wearing hats with too much stuff on them. So Richard Wright Jr., a more than 25-year public servant who Pemberton Township GOP Mayor Jack Tomkins reportedly hired provisionally for 90 days back in December as township business administrator, and who Tompkins had recommended Pemberton Township Council employ permanently back on December 18th, but for whom he did not receive council support immediately following a public scene between the pair during council's January 1st reorganization meeting, declared he was fired by the mayor during the session. So
wait, he recommended the guy. He was like, hire this guy. They were like, no. And so he took him into a back room and went, you're fired.
Yeah. So what appears to have happened is that there was this huge confusion over this business administrator position for the town. Tompkins like picked a guy And the replacement for his picked guy didn't work out. Tompkins taps this other guy, Wright, but the council doesn't want him for whatever reason. But then Wright shows up to the meeting anyway, saying that he's a business administrator and had claimed also in a LinkedIn post that he had the job. Tompkins got really mad at the council, but then seems to have turned his ire on the guy instead that he picked. So he takes him in a back room, says he's fired, and then he comes back out and he sat in the front row of the gallery and started like talking about how he was fired. And Tompkins starts yelling, you need to leave, pointing his finger at the guy.
Yeah, it says that Tompkins here is like rocking back and forth in his chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really something very bizarre happening to this man.
I think this, you know what this guy reminds me of? I'm going to be honest. Biden.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Chud Biden.
It's like
he's got a little bit of the Biden to him.
with the kind of like hair sniffing impulse turned up, you know?
Yeah. So he takes Wright in the back room, he fires him. A bunch of cops get involved. There's like pushing and shoving. Tompkins also has a further schism with the local Republicans when he refuses to reappoint someone to the planning board.
Imagine being a cop in Bogtown as well, right? Like, and you're just having to like break up the mayor and the guy who is like functionally anti-pope business administrator who's just declared himself to be on LinkedIn.
The business administrator stuff, by the way, drags on for months, and everyone in town gets really, really mad at it because he won't appoint a business administrator. I don't know why that's so important to everyone in town, but the local activists are very head up about this business administrator thing.
I guess it's because that's the guy who's in charge of bringing the mom and pops back, which is not going to happen. But like,
there's not gonna be any mom and pops, you stupid slut.
We need someone who can talk to businesses who isn't going to threaten to finger them. You know.
Right, finger in their hole.
It turns out that they don't like it. Like if you go into a business meeting where it's like, I would like to open a bakery or whatever, and the guy says he's gonna finger you, that's not. You're like, okay, sure, but what does that have to do with the bread? You know,
okay, but where are you on replacing the Dunkin' Donuts with a bakery?
Yeah, like tax relief, right? The fingering, we'll just table the fingering for a minute. Can we talk about like tax credits, you know?
Yeah. How many used car lots have returned to town?
Well, none, because he was going to finger the used car dealers or threaten to. Just like, you try and bring your used car lot to town. This guy's fucking instant transmissions to the nearest woman to you and says the weirdest shit she's ever heard in her life.
So she's
just warping next to her and like whispering in her ear, "Hey, baby, what that cervix do?" What?
What? That's a weird choice.
Yeah. Why did you say that? Why couldn't you sexually harass me normal style?
Of all the pieces down there, cervix. That's January 2025. In February of 2025, there is a council meeting. Normally, a couple of local community members film and live stream the sessions. However, they get to the community.
It's just I love a live stream city council meeting where it's like the one guy in town who went to community college for this stuff has brought his Nikon cool pics.
Yes, very much. But the two people who do this get to the council meeting in February 2025, and there is a gate where the guy stands and films they put
him in the big circus cage from the Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah,
he's in there wearing the muzzle,
and where the guy normally plugs into live stream, the electrical outlets are covered.
I mean, strictly speaking, my Silence of the Lambs reference is slightly off in that what they did, instead of Hannibal, they elected multiple MIGs, the I could smell your cunt guy.
Yeah. So additionally, a third community activist who helped to launch a Facebook group titled Pemberton Township, A New Beginning, to share and part things of community interest, such as community events. And it began the page to coincide with the city council changing hands to Republican control in January, alleged that a feature was suddenly disabled on the recreation page, allowing the group to share the township postings following a phone call to the department in which he was purportedly denied information about upcoming functions.
They locked out the Facebook group?
Yeah, they locked out all the local community people. The wall over there is destructive and represents tyranny. For me to record in that position over there, the videographer told the council in the mayor's presence, "Tear it down, please. This is the council's room, not the mayor's room."
Mr. Tompkins, tear down this wall.
He's put in a kind of like occlusive like veil between him and the public, where it's like, you're not ready for my like sort of insights into who I'm gonna finger.
Yeah. So the someone presses Tompkins, the council members press him about it at the meeting, and he goes, "It was me. I covered the outlets." And he just goes, "I just wanted them covered up."
What? I have a slight question on the mechanics of how, like, did they like plaster over them?
They said it was
what-
like safety covers that you could remove if you knew how to do it, but no one knew what they were.
Sure.
They like put a contraption in front of them, basically. But this is when it gets very like the everything gets very biblical for some reason here. And he goes, one of the council members yelled at him. He goes, "You think as the mayor because you want something that it can be done? You are not a leader, sir. You are a child playing a game and you need to grow up. I am tired of you destroying this town and everything these people want to do."
I mean, get his ass, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just, I just love this like Mr. Smith goes to Washington stuff happening in Pemberton Town Council meeting over covering up an electrical outlet and not being able to use a Facebook page.
And the sort of all of this happens before God and Duncan, which watch on impassively, you know?
In April of 2025, the town settles that first lawsuit for the Parks and Rec director for $550,000. Insurance handles most of it.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
How
God.
weirdly did this guy sexually harass her that it's like,
Yeah,
like $500,000
$500,000
worth
in
of-
damages.
I think this might be quantity, not quality, because he was dropping by our desk a few times a day.
I've heard a lot of weird shit from people in my life, and I would like to receive my $500,000, you know?
Yeah. So, and this is important. The town paid $50K of it, and insurance paid the other $500K of it.
Why does the town have like $500,000 sexual harassment insurance?
They just have liability insurance. The town does.
I mean, just as well, I guess.
It seems like when you elect the Tompkins guy, probably your liability insurance premium should rise.
Yeah, we elected Bad Santa.
I would like, yeah, they've elected Bad Santa. Riley, I'd like you to put a pin in that.
Okay. Let me take this pin and put it right there.
I
Right there
run
in
the
your head.
insurance company that gives policies to like New Jersey townships, of which there are like 50 billion. And I just had to pay out $500,000 because this guy cannot be fucking normal to women.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? It's interesting because there's been another lawsuit that has struck this man.
What? Okay, come on. Sue me 3 or more times. Shame on you.
Community Development Director Rosemary Flaherty has alleged that Tompkins has accused her of being in bed with 2 Pemberton Township council members, Daniel Dewey and Joshua Ward. Flaherty in her legal filing claimed that after she had filed a complaint in December 2024, attesting to the remarks that Tompkins had made, he then angrily accused Flaherty of sexual involvement with council members. And then he further claimed in the filing, he further claimed, according to the filing, that, quote, he was not speaking figuratively, but that he meant she was literally in bed with them.
Yeah, just really triple down. Just be like, I am
Let
not
me be
using a
clear.
common figure of speech.
There was a ripcord there.
Yeah, huh?
He could have even left it open for someone else to have
No.
the plausible
Yeah.
deniability. And you're like,
He was pulling the second worst ripcord that rips your parachute off.
Yeah.
I don't know why they installed that, but like confusingly, it's also called the ripcord because that's what it does. It rips the parachute away from you.
I pulled the cord that rips the parachute in half. So
once again, I think we've come up with a very good Hennemore skit.
he also claimed that she should watch herself because he could fire at any time. He said that her genitalia smelled like fish. Like he's a really nasty. He's like making
This
these horrible
piece of shit.
He's a piece of shit who sucks. And I hate him. So there's a ton of stuff in that suit with this awful behavior, including a lot of him like physically intimidating her, screaming and yelling and banging on doors. Like this is like Republican uncle behavior, right? Like that's who he is.
I still think that the guy should get his like brain examined, but like also like this is just plausible like piece of shit behavior.
This is just fucking what an American piece of shit from the tri-state area is like. I just like fully, this is just a guy you meet if you are an American. We're fucking replete with these fucking guys. Like the problem is I don't think he's a neurological issue. I think he's just a fucking asshole. And they just made a guy from the town mayor, you know? And
yeah.
And this is the guy from the town.
It's wild how much you sort of like being a feminist, you're like, yeah, you know, structural misogyny. And then you run into like the kind of very open personal misogyny as well.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, wow, okay, you're really doing everything, huh?
Yeah.
It's the old subliminal and superliminal thing.
Yeah, this guy is a superliminal misogynist.
Yeah.
Like, just to be clear, I am sexually harassing you right now. I know there may have been some plausible deniability in my wording. However, you must know that this is the case.
Yeah, finger in your hole, by which I mean your pussy hole. Or maybe your asshole, which would also be bad. Both are bad, and I want you to feel bad.
To be clear, I am sexually harassing you because you're a woman.
I'm handing you a business card that says I'm sexually harassing you because you're a woman.
You've just been sexually harassed by Jack Tomkins, mayor of
This is
Pemberton, New
functionally
Jersey.
a lot of street photographers.
So, okay. There's a big budget fight in May of 2025, mostly over reinstating that water carnival. One of Tompkins' former running mates that had betrayed him resigns from the council and was replaced by someone else who also calls for Tompkins to resign.
I
Everybody
was
hates this
going to
guy.
say, the budget at this point's got to be more about how much are you paying out for your insurance premiums for the township, you know?
That's one more pin in the hat.
Surely, Mattie, there can't be any more lawsuits at this point. We're full on lawsuits.
That's weird because following public claims by members of Pemberton Township Council that stipend payments that had authorized for 2 employees in the Community Development Office to administer a rehabilitation program portion of the Affordable Housing Plan, a records clerk said to be supervised by Community Development Director Rosemary Flaherty, filed a lawsuit against the township and mayor.
How many are we up to?
So
at this point?
I didn't go into
4?
I've talked about 4. I did not go into every single one because a lot of them are more boring, but this is lawsuit number 7 in 2 years of being the mayor.
One embattlement after another.
This guy is so embattled. Other charges in the filing that are the mayor, through his administrative assistant, publicized confidential medical information that the mayor has observed mocking another employee for having alopecia.
Whoa. Scroll the fuck back up in the notes. This bald motherfucker, right? This man whose hairline starts at like ear level on the back.
At his low pony.
Yeah, at his low pony is like bald.
Yeah. Everyone involved with anyone suing him, he retaliates against, causing them to sue him as well. So he's like he's in a lawsuit death spiral. So what keeps happening is he like assaults or harasses somebody at work. They sue him. He retaliates against them, and then whoever he retaliates against also sues him. So he just keeps getting sued. So like everyone who's like a subordinate of the people he's suing they also sue him. What do you want him to do? Not retaliate? So he's doing like crazy stuff. Like he's yelling at female employees for eating lunch at their desks. Him and then all the other men are eating lunch at their desks and there's no problems.
Like a mouthful of food. Hey, stop eating lunch at your desk.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you that I used to work in an office where you weren't allowed to eat lunch at your desk? And if you ate lunch at your desk, you got yelled at?
No.
Yeah. This is back when I worked for, this is a slightly tangent.
Back when you worked for Bogsville Township.
Yeah. Back when I worked for Villsbog Township and its mayor, Jenna
V-Bog,
Tompkins.
yeah.
Who didn't let any men eat lunch at their desk. That's where it all started. I was like, I just want to eat lunch at my desk.
Yeah.
So no, I worked for.
I can't believe you got that in there.
Monocle magazine for 3 months.
God
shit.
damn it! Of course you fucking did.
course.
It was my first internship.
All right.
It was my first internship out of university. My friend
You're
went
not
and got
allowed
the
to
job.
make fun of me for having double monks anymore.
No, I'm not. I'm absolutely not. But the thing is, I hated Monocle and didn't fit in very well there, and then left.
Yeah.
And one of the things was
Because you were wearing glasses.
Because you're a woman.
a woman.
Because you're a woman wearing glasses.
Yeah, because one of these women in glasses. No, so you go and
Can
then
you
like they
imagine?
give you the rules, and you think the rules are going to be something like, "Hey, we start the day at this time."
So
you have
have you ever worked it
card.
before? We do things a little differently. It's like comes out as like small plates all at once.
So no, the rules are: you must not have your coat on your chair. You must not eat at your desk. If you want to have water at your desk, get a little wooden cutting board thing. Have a carafe and then a glass, and they should be at an angle from one another. Because Tyler Brûlé, the editor-in-chief of Monocle, never wants to look at anything that isn't kind of perfectly elegant.
We shouldn't let gay people run businesses, I think.
Tyler Brûlé, the editor of Monocle, is like a rejected joke from like an adult animated show.
The funny thing is Tyler Brûlé is from Winnipeg. His name's Tyler Brule. He added the syllables, he added the accents himself.
Well, when you're from Winnipeg, I suppose you have to do something.
My Lord God. Okay.
He invented the concept of the advertorial, which is like, that's his contribution to the world.
I worked for the desk tyrant who invented the advertorial.
He added. Oh no, he added his own accents to his name, of course. I just thought you'd enjoy that.
That's crazy. That's like not even like a top 10 weird Manitoban, I think.
No. You're telling me that like Monocle is Manitoban spiritually? That's the information that kills it. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. You can't know that.
All right, wake up, babe. It's June of 2025, and we have made the New York Daily News
Oh, Jesus.
because he has once again canceled the water carnival.
They've got like what 2 years without a carnival at this point.
Yeah, and this is honestly too far to the town. This guy is no longer embattled. He is officially under fire.
Yeah, I spoiled this because I Googled Water Carnival Pemberton and every result is Mayor cancels beloved NJ Festival again.
Yeah. But the headline I've got here from the New York Daily News is New Jersey mayor storms out of council meeting amid calls for resignation. Basically,
is that good?
Everybody in town shows up to a council meeting to yell at him. So again, what I was talking about, like getting biblical, is like the guy Adams that was yelling at him last time is now just a regular citizen because he's resigned. And he goes, Mr. Tompkins, you need to leave. You need to show us that you have the balls to be a man and say, you know what? You don't want me here. I'm going.
Oh yeah, well I give up.
Yeah, another person shows up, just a regular citizen, and goes, that's going to show me that maybe there's some truth in your character. Because right now the character you've presented to me over the last 3 years has been that of a weasel.
It's worded like an intervention, which is like, this is how your addiction to being off-putting and weird has harmed me.
This is like fucking Fanshen. This town is about to do like a struggle session on this guy.
Absolutely, it's Fanshen.
Rightly so.
Yeah, so during this, while everyone's just yelling at him, he gets up and fucking walks out. He actually does respond to this. He claims it's because someone brought up his family, which is true. Someone mentioned that he saw Tompkins screaming at his own daughter at the 2023 Water Carnival.
Oh, Jesus.
And he's like, how dare you bring up my daughter?
Who I scream at.
I screamed
at in public. Okay, so it's September 2025. Are you guys hungry? Do you guys want another lawsuit? If I got a lawsuit, would you
I
want some
could
more
do another lawsuit.
Yeah.
My like Churrasco card for like lawsuits is still green. I could have more.
Oh, that green Churrasco card, to be fair, has been nailed to the table since episode like, I don't know, 4 of this podcast.
We really like nailed our colors to the mast that we continue to want more meat.
I had one of those in Brazil. It was so good. Anyway, so we'll talk about that later.
Oh man. So another
Riley, Jesus Christ, I interned at Monocle. I went to Brazil.
Okay, let's
By the way,
cut the Brazil.
No. You need to transition to get that
wage
wage gap back in action so I stop hating you so much.
You might have noticed the last episode that Riley's audio quality was not incredible because he was recording from Brazil. And I want everyone to know that at the end of the episode, Riley goes, I can't believe you guys didn't reference the training on motorcycle thing. And we're like, you were just waiting for us to do it.
Still have the favela.
You fucking girl.
Free Fire hoodie, roided.
More roided. We still have the same training.
In the favela. Tell me, why should I be jealous of the Western world? Yeah,
Anyways, but Riley was like, World Heritage. I can't believe you didn't bring it up. And we're like,
it's a World Heritage series of posts, but like, how do you know? You know, like while you were out there fucking, I presume, interning for Brazilian Monocle. Monocle.
Okay. So another female employee claims that he would sit there and watch her work and berate her and making jokes about the size of his dick.
Which direction? Big or small?
I think
okay.
Sexually harassing women by like being like doing small dick humiliation on yourself.
Oh man.
It's still just as unacceptable. It's just as illegal to do. And yet few men take that route, which is interesting to me.
She claimed that he would sit by her desk and say things like women are incompetent and cannot do their jobs right.
I'm a misogynist. I hate women.
This is the dialogue you give a misogynist NPC.
No, I'm just trying to explain to you. This is what an old guy from New Jersey is like sometimes. You just meet this guy out in the world. He's there. There's so many of these fucking guys. And they just made one the mayor, which is the crazy part. December of 2025, which is pretty recently. He has declared, remember all those pins we put in the hat? He is declared uninsurable by the insurance company.
like a house in Florida with the climate crisis. Like, it turns out that as with housing, right, the like limiting factor in all of this is the insurance industry.
Yes, and there's all these lawsuits in all the news articles from this time. All the town council members are like sighing heavily, being like, and there's more lawsuits coming. Like they all know there's more lawsuits in the works that I don't even know about yet.
Because he keeps doing shit.
He keeps doing shit. He keeps getting sued.
He's like doing the sexual harassment equivalent of me and compulsive shopping, where he's like, "Oh, I had a hard time dealing with the emotional consequences of my compulsive shopping. I should get myself a little treat." But instead of the little treat, it's he sits down next to a woman and like just starts naming body parts.
Fibula, tibula. And who could forget the patella?
Yeah. Hey, I see you're trying to work at your job. Have you thought about areolas?
Surely the town's like last ditch plan for how to like not get their insurance canceled would be, we just need to have people stationed around the mayor. And if he's about to talk, you blow an air horn or just cover his mouth.
You should shoot him with a dart gun like an escaped rhinoceros.
Yeah.
We are keeping the mayor. It's like, great news, everybody. The mayor has been placed in a state of suspended animation to live out the rest of his term.
We've actually airdropped the mayor on the other side of the planet with no money.
The Hannibal mask again, you know.
And by the time he gets back here, I imagine nude.
Nude and having sexually harassed every woman on a straight line from the other side of the world to Pemberton, New Jersey.
And we need to be clear. We dropped him in clothes. We just assume he'll be nude.
So he's declared uninsurable, which means that he'll be liable for his own lawsuits moving forward. So shockingly, he resigns.
Oh, just like now it's his money. He doesn't want to play anymore. We gave this guy got elected and experienced it as a like, you have a line of credit at the misogyny casino.
Like that's the best I can figure it is that he's like, I have the shield of the town in which to now sexually harass every woman I see until that runs dry, and then I'm out of here. So he resigns in January 2026. This was the article that was sent to me.
That's like a scam, but like, and it worked perfectly for him, I guess.
Saying he would have been, quote, financially devastated if he'd remained in office.
By continuing to do sexual harassment.
You have to ask, well, why?
Well, why?
Why would you be financially devastated if you remained in? Is it because the salary's not enough, or is there some other reason?
He was long under fire for alleged sexual harassment and other behavior. He said that his time as mayor has, quote, given me such a dirty taste in my mouth about politics. I want nothing to do with it anymore. I was working in a toxic environment created by the council, and walking on eggshells, things got really ugly and nasty.
This is the least walking on eggshells, man, there has ever been.
Well, he's walking on the eggshells. He's just not paying attention.
Yeah, he's destroying a lot of fucking eggshells.
If that's walking on eggshells for him, what's him like being himself?
Yeah, he's been being tactful by his standards.
Yeah, call him the No Gods, No Mayors podcast, the way he's breaking these eggs. Egg, I guess. So
the egg.
Egg. Tompkins said there have been, quote, 0 criminal charges leveled against him. He added, everything has been civil allegations and nothing's been proven.
Yeah, that's how you know you're winning the public relations war, when you have to say something like, well, all the allegations have been civil, actually.
Yeah. Asked why these allegations were made in the first place, Tompkins said, you're looking for an answer to something I don't know. I don't know what they were trying to do.
Again, what I would like to add here is, if this were a movie about Tompkins, what would then come here is a sort of 3-minute montage of him just like sitting down beside women and saying, oh, you're sure bad at your job because you're a woman. Have you heard of areolas? Hey, my dick is real normal. So on and so on and so on.
So they asked some people in town about this in the article, and they're all like, thank fucking God he's leaving. Someone said, quote, there's just a sense of relief now, a feeling that we can start fresh and hope our leadership will be better.
Yeah, the first sentence there is they said Tompkins treated this town like a dictatorship.
Yeah. Asked whether lingering resentments will make it difficult for him to remain in town, Tompkins said he's not going anywhere. Quote, I just want to go into retirement and put this chapter behind me. I've traveled the world and I've settled here. I once said I'm going to die in this house. So this is where I'll be.
Not a good guy about respecting consent under any circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
Not good.
Guy who very nearly got run out of town, getting run out of the Pine Barrens.
On a rail, which is, by the way, very easy to manufacture if you're surrounded by pine trees.
Yeah.
That's so true.
I'd be so careful about making people mad if I lived near so much good rail wood.
I mean, ultimately, you got to imagine that this is going to affect his day-to-day life for years. He will not be able to do anything without getting dirty looks, without getting like sneered at, whispered about. I can't imagine he walks into a restaurant in the town and the restaurant doesn't go silent for a moment.
Yeah, and then he fills that silence with some insane sexual harassment.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Well, that's my guy. That's my guy who sucks and I hate him.
Ugh.
Yeah.
What
sorry.
a terrible guy.
Sorry, that's what I had this week.
I hated this one, but thank you so much, Mattie.
Of course.
Thank you for as ever for showing me this strange, wretched little freak.
Yeah. I think I really next time I'm the mayor have to go somewhere whimsical because I'm really starting to depress myself with all these freaks.
I really don't think I like the New Jersey Pine Barrens. I note here in the Wikipedia page that Pemberton Township includes an area called Mount Misery.
No.
Sure.
No.
God, Puritans were so fucked.
That's crazy.
Bad town, bad place.
Bad man.
Bad mayor.
Bad man.
Yeah.
Something he's got the like taker syndrome, right? Like being out in the Pine Barrens does something negative to your brain, I guess.
That's true. Yeah.
That's right.
Mm.
Well, look,
he's been consuming
you, Mattie.
like groundwater that's been like snitch tainted.
Thank you, Mattie, for suffering through this awful man that we may be entertained at laughing at him.
Yeah. And thank you, the listener, for suffering through our beautiful podcast that we love to make. I don't think he was suffering at all. I had a great time.
Yeah, me too.
Absolutely.
If you had a great time, and you did, I know you did, go to nogodsnomayors.com and pay $5 a month for an extra episode every other week.
Yeah. And if you want to pay like $5 of something for another podcast, you can also go to be gay, solvecrimes.com where you can pay.
Be gods, be mayors.
I accidentally said it to £5 a month, so it's like $7.50. That's probably too much, but I'm scared to change it back now, so just do it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Oh, Bye. If you have $29 that you don't want, buy Simplicity, my book that's been out for a while.
Yeah, if you've got even more dollars than that you don't want, you could get into like, I don't know, like Monocle maybe?
Yeah, you could buy a little cutting board for your desk and get a carafe and a cup and make sure you don't put them don't make them too parallel.
What was the like carafe stock like? Like, cause are you like, I can't have a drink of water because someone else is using the carafe? Like
it's everyone in like sort of because this was 2012, summer 2012.
Why is my magazine losing money? And it's just like you're looking at like rows after rows of carafe storage.
The carafe budget on this magazine is insane.
It would be because I would remember it was 2012, so it would be like lots of very fashionable people wearing sort of like kind of like baggy linen trousers, all just tearing strips out of each other so they can have the one carafe.
That sounds.
Yeah, no, awful. It was awful. I hated it. Like I say, a friend got the job, rejected it, and I was like, I'll take it. And they were like, okay, fine, you'll do. And then I was like, boy, this is so unpleasant. I really don't like it here. And I also quit.
Well,
but not before I was like, I see I work for Desk Hitler.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, that's the end of the show.
Yeah. Bye everyone.
Bye.